Queen charge recall attacks were buffed by the introduction of the Angry Jelly, and today I'm going to show you how to use it with the army and why it's unstoppable. So here is the army comp we're coming in with. Queen charge recall super bowlers. Worth noting that the last level to the recall spell doesn't really do much. You can see we have mostly max troops, but not quite. Now we're doing 4 live war attacks today. I say live though, I recorded all of these live, but my mic was muted. I did not choose to mute it. It decided to mute itself. So I'm going to talk over the top of it. Such a shame because I really did enjoy recording these live. But yeah, not much you can do about that. I'm a bit of a technology noob. So we're going to come in 4 war attacks. This first one is a double rage ring base. Now, the best thing you can do with a Queen Charge Recall is set up epic Flame Flinger value, because you can see this base is pretty anti-Flame Flinger. It's got Expos on all the corners and a Monolith on the other side, so you can't really force a Flame Flinger by itself. So, gonna come in with the Flame Flinger on the left side, and I want you to watch how quick this Queen comes in. So she's going for the bomb tower here, but look, we don't need to funnel those elixir collectors or anything. The Queen goes straight in here, so you need far less troops to funnel. You still do need to think about your funnel, but yeah, you need far less troops. Now, this is annoying here. Watch what happens. The jelly ends and the Queen switches off. I do not believe this is intended, but that's completely fine. I don't mind that because we've got the Flame Flinger in that corner anyway, and it will deal with the Ricochet Cannon. Now we're going to come in with the Yeti, King. I try and funnel here. I actually failed this funnel really badly. Then we're going to come in with our main smash. I always try and delay my super bowlers to last because I don't want the eagle to target my super bowlers. The super bowlers don't have that much HP. Much rather it go after the Titan with its 8,000 hit points. And yeah, at this point I realized the king had gone outside the base and I genuinely thought that we would fail. So we come in with the RC on the top side. Look at this. The Titan is tanking brilliantly. The healers are sitting on it. And we pop our Warden ability in a second because the eagle is on our super bowlers just before. And yep, there we go. I let the super bowlers take a little bit of damage so the healers jump on them, and look at how good the super bowlers are in the core of the base. Super bowlers are, the longer you can wait onto the Warden ability, the better, because when they're invincible, they do so much damage. We can see the Yetis have come out of the Flame Flinger on the left side, so the Flame Flinger did eventually take down the Eagle Artillery. Pretty good value for that. Now we have the RC. The Hogs are so good. The Hog Buppet is really one of my favorite equipments in the game. Obviously not as strong as the Haste Bile, but it is pretty close. Then we freeze the Ricochet Cannon, and I want you to have a look at the amount of time left. Queen Charge recall attacks are renowned for time failing because you spend so long on the Queen Charge. That Queen Charge at the start there would have taken a minute to do with the Unicorn, but it took 40 seconds, so we've taken about 20 seconds off there, and now we're going to 3-star this base easily. Keep in mind, my king got no value. My king was meant to go inside the base, but he got completely wrecked, went outside the base, did nothing. I had to use my Royal Champion early, but that's fine. We 3-star with 39 seconds to go. Let's jump into the next war attack. So now we're going to come in on a diamond base, and diamond bases have a lot of compartments like you see this one at the bottom, and it's really hard to funnel your queen into this compartment, right? Generally you need the wall breaker to blow up next to the wall, but if you can't get that, often your queen will walk around, but the jelly makes it so much easier. So I put my queen on an angle here because I know she's going to target defenses, and essentially I'm lining her up with the mortar here. So watch, she goes for the archer tower, then this air defense, and she's going to go for the mortar next, which means she's going to step straight inside. The defensive queen shoots her, so she is stopped for a second. But have a look at this. Gone straight in. So simple, and that's what I love about this jelly. Yes, the jelly isn't going to be great with a lot of attack strategies in the game, but the ones it is great with are really strong. Now, I didn't mean to pull the CC here, and that's something need to be careful with because you're kind of wasting the jelly if you do pull the CC. I'm also not bringing a poison with this comp. You can bring a poison if you want. I'm just expecting my Titan to deal with it. But yeah, you can definitely bring the poison. In fact, I'd probably recommend it. I don't know why I'm doing this. I have a death wish. So we've cleared out that entire compartment, which is an insane funnel. And we're going to start the siege barracks up the top. Once the queen deals with the multi-arch tower here, you're going to see yet again, I'm just making sure the funnel is really good. Yes, this has taken a whole minute, but the funnel is insane, and Super Bowlers are all about the funnel. So we drop the Siege Barracks on the top side. That's going to set a great funnel there. You can use the log launcher on this if you wanted, but I didn't see the point of that, because look, I can wall break right here. We've got the King going in. Yet again, I made sure that the Eagle did not target the Super Bowlers. I shouldn't have put down the second wall breaker. Thankfully, it doesn't cost us much. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. Our Super Bowlers are full HP, so I don't need the Warden for ages. The defensive CCs come out, and we're kind of chilling at this point in time. We're kind of chilling. I do send that Headhunter on the top side. It does not take anything down, though. Rip to us. And I think I popped my Warden ability right here, just as soon as we're getting into Monolith range, so I can protect my Gauntlet ability for the back end. Going to use the RC on the top side there with the Yetis, because I don't need to use her on the bottom side. The bottom side was entirely cleared out by the Queen charge at the start. Look at that. There is nothing on the bottom side. And yeah, we're going to get through this. I'm pretty sure I did a terrible invis spell there. I don't know if you guys saw it at all, but yeah, it was terrible. And then the King does a bit of damage to the multi-inferno there. I pop my Queen ability. She's stuck on in the NATO there, but she takes the multi down. Now we can put the skeleton down, but the skeleton spell wasn't needed. We've got the RC, and she's so good at clearing the back end of the base. Still got a few Super Bowlers up, and yet again, not that close on time. We're not tripling it as hard as the last attack, but not as close on time. And I really wish I had the live recording, because I'm going kind of crazy at this moment. I'm not very good with Queen Charge recall attacks, by the way, and I'm already 2 out of 2. Can we go 4 out of 4? My favorite thing about this war is the opposition didn't really have that good bases, and I don't want to hit bad bases for videos for you all. So I just made sure I called any of the ones that looked tough, and this one looked tough, but I didn't really have a plan when I was doing it live. I had no idea how I wanted to hit it. This attack goes terribly wrong, but I guess we'll see if we still get the 3-star. One thing I haven't talked about in this video yet is I'm using either a level 1 or a level 2 jelly. That's why you'll see her retarget after 25 seconds. And it's kind of interesting, because half the time, I don't really want the jelly to last that much longer. And I think this is the biggest weakness of the jelly. You don't get to manually pick when it ended. If you could say have it as a maximum of 25 seconds, but pick when you wanted it to end, that would be so much better. Because some of the time you won't want it to last for 35 seconds. There's a few attacks here where I'm kind of glad it ended early, but there's plenty of attacks I wish it lasted longer. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with upgrading it, but I'm showing you in this video that with level 1 and level 2 jelly, it is definitely possible. Now you can see here, I did kind of Queen Charge a bit too close to the CC, so we do pull it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to have that go invis, and then we're going to pull frozen, sorry. Then we're going to pull it away to the top side. Now, because I didn't get a very good funnel, I was hoping for a much better funnel with that Queen Charge at the start. I'm going to do a unique thing. So generally you should put your Queen where my Titan is currently, but I didn't want to put her there. She was going to be under too much damage. So I put her up the top, funnel her to the left, and then I use the Siege Barracks and the Titan on the top side, the Titan to deal with the CC. And now we're coming with the Super Bowler Smash in the same position, but we've flipped up our funnels. So that's something you can do with this army. That's what I like about Queen Charge recall attacks. They really are quite flexible. Now, I do use the skeleton spell there to stop the Warden, the Monolith, and the defensive Queen. But look at this. The funnel was so bad. My Queen goes to the top side. My Super Bowlers have spread everywhere, and this attack is not looking very good at all. We get to the King to the Town Hall, though, and that is crucial, because have a look at this. You pop the... I don't know why I did that freeze. It wasn't really needed. You pop the King ability. He gets really good value. Unfortunately, here he is going to get stuck. Yeah, he's not really doing anything. Just doing a bunch of fake shots. Getting my hope up. And yeah, a little bit annoying there. We do use the RC on the bottom. Now, I was a little stupid. I do have a giant in this army. And that's either to tank for the Flame Flinger or the RC. But I used it earlier in the attack. And I really shouldn't have. So my RC takes a lot of damage there. That wasn't really necessary. And I'd all but given up on this attack. It was a terrible attack. I mean, you guys are watching it here. It's not a very good attack at all. But look at this. You've got the Royal Champion on the back end. The Queen is still alive. And that is going to be enough to secure the 3-star. Now, this is going to be far closer on time. But this is also a great example of the benefit of the jelly. Because you can mess up your attack and still not fail on time. Generally, in the past, you have to be pretty reasonably good with the rest of the attack to stop from time failing. But here, you can completely mess it up and still get the 3 stars. And the final attack of the video, we are going to do a box base. So you've gotten a wide range of base styles in this video. Can't complain about that. And box bases are great for Queen Charge recalls, honestly. And you're going to see why here. Admittedly, I make a complete meal of this attack as well, but as I'm going to keep telling you all, this is not my strength, this attack strategy. I don't really have a lot of reps with it, but it's still really nice. Now, you're going to see the benefit of bringing 4 super wall breakers here. That's why I don't bring the Apprentice Warden with this army. A, the life gem on the Warden's just better. But B, I like having the extra troop space so that I can bring 4 super wall breakers with the army. So we use 2 here, and I'm going to need at least 2 for the smash. So I'm waiting for my queen to get rid of the sweeper here. Then we're getting her out of there. Worth noting, if the jelly ability is ended and it's still alive, it counts as part of the troops, and you won't be able to recall all your healers. It doesn't matter here. But if your jelly's ability hasn't ended, then it costs nothing to recall. Something worth noting there. So we use 1 wall breaker for the king because I want to funnel out that, and then we use the last wall breaker here. The super bowlers try and walk, but I've set the perfect funnel here. That's what I like about the queen charge on one side and the king on the other. But everything's kind of dying here, and in particular the healers. So I pop the warden ability nice and early. Then we put the jump across the core. My king's getting completely wrecked by defensive CC headhunters. Gotta love that. But yeah, the super bowlers in a really good position here. Now, should I bring the poison spell? I don't know. I do like the skeleton spell with the army, but you can see right here, my Titan did die super early, so the lava pups are putting in work. We freeze the monolith because it had locked onto some of our bowlers. Look at that. The bowlers get rid of the monolith and the invis tower. And at this point, I don't have enough access through the base. You could make a case I probably should have come in with the log launcher instead of the siege barracks. In fact, I don't think you need to make the case. That's just straight up. I should have come in with the log launcher instead of the siege barracks. Noobed hooked. By the way, have a look at those Yetis. Beating a wall to use a jump spell to get to the mortar. 10 billion IQ. I get a little unlucky here. The RC goes after the king and then pulls all her hogs onto the town hall poison. The hogs would have been really insane. So you can see the biggest weakness of the hog puppet there. But 45 seconds left. We've still got a lot of time here, and it is going to just be enough to clear up the base. So, in full, I do really like this attack strategy, and I think the jelly makes it better. It is annoying when the jelly ends. It doesn't happen all the time, but some of the time the queen will switch target. I don't think that's intended, and hopefully they fix that in a bug fix soon. By the way, Yeti mites are goated. But regardless, I really enjoy this attack strategy. Jelly makes it better. There's a lot of spam in this meta, and if you want more spam, don't worry, we do plenty of it on the channel. But I love doing these attack strategies from time to time to show you that queen charge attacks or skill attacks are still very strong in this meta, and the jelly made this one far, far stronger. And I, of all people, got a 12 pack.